I just finished recording the prior video based upon the wrong list put up by Shonen Jump, which contained Chocho at position number 2, and I was just ranting and talking about how wrong this list is actually all about. And I also talked about how this is probably a mistake done by the part of Shonen Jump, because this literally seems like an alphabetical order, so this really can't be the truth. And lo and behold, just 5 minutes later, the list is actually updated, and this is the true Boruto character popularity poll. So let's just jump into it. So hello and welcome to NYZ, my name is Soham and today we're going to talk about Boruto's first character popularity list, and things are finally looking good here, of course, because the prior list was absolutely hot garbage. And yeah, it's obvious errors can actually happen, but still, even then, the prior list was just a nightmare fuel for many people. It's 100% going to be a meme for the future of the Boruto series as a whole. But with that being said, let's jump into today's video and talk about the character popularity polls from the Boruto series. So at position number 21 we have Delta, quite the stark change of course, but even then it's quite understandable why Delta is currently at position number 21. I'm fine with it. She's probably one of the better characters or better villains of the current era, and it's kind of understandable why she's in the top 20 list for that matter, or sorry, top 21 list for that matter. Now at position number 20 we have Chocho. Oh damn, finally. I mean, yeah, it's understandable. She is probably one of those characters who's just there for the sake of being there. She has literally done nothing in the manga so far, so it's understandable, but at the same time I'm kinda sad that she's above Delta for that matter. But even then, in the prior list, in the list before, she was at position number 2 and everyone, literally everyone, was freaking out as to how that can actually be. So it's fine, she's at position number 20. But even then, I'm really surprised to see at position number 19, Ishiki Otsutsuki. Damn, the quote-unquote major villain of the series is actually at position number 19. Was he really that unpopular with the fans? I mean, yeah, sure, Jigen really didn't look good in my opinion. It was kind of an ugly form, but Ishiki looked good. He had some really interesting stuff. So seeing him at position number 19 is kind of surprising honestly, and even more surprising is to see Ada at position number 18, one above than Ishiki Otsutsuki. But then again, it is kind of understandable to see her appeal, especially because of her recency bias and her explosive introduction into the series with all the shenanigans involving the toothbrush and everything. Now at number 17 we have Inojin. I can't really say much about him. The anime still has added some characterization to him, but for the most part in the manga I don't even... He was just there present in the interview session where Boruto was giving the interview. Other than that, I can't really remember Inojin into the story that much. Now at position number 16 it is Orochimaru, again a character from the older generation, of a very popular character from the older generation, and even though he has not really done that much in the manga so far, but it's kind of understandable to see him in the popularity listings, because I'm still hoping, or at least I'm having that hope, that Orochimaru is going to be important, somewhat important in the future of the series, especially in relation to how Sasuke and all the other shenanigans are going to be dealt with. Now at number 15 we have Momoshiki. Honestly, the villains really are not getting any love for that matter. Ishiki at 19, Momoshiki at 15. Dude, what the hell is going on? But anyway, Momoshiki at position number 15, I guess it's fine because it's been a while since Momoshiki was part of the story. Yeah, sure, he's living technically inside of Boruto, but the character Momoshiki has not been a part quite a while basically, so it's kind of fine. Now at position number 14 we have Code. I am fine with it because Code has been kind of a late addition to the story so far, and the anime is definitely doing a much better job to flesh out his character and to make him much more interesting in a way. The manga is kind of gone directly into the things and it's not really that great in my opinion, but it's fine. Either way, it's fine. Now at number 13 and 12 consecutively we have Shikamaru and his son Shikadai. Again, it's fine. Shikamaru and Shikadai mostly the same for the matter, and they have been a part of the story. Shikamaru especially has been a part of the story, but some of his actions have been quite questionable, so it's fine to see him at position number 13. And lastly, to close it off, we have Kashin Koji at position number 11. A very interesting character, but unfortunately we have not really seen much from him so far. If at all he appears, which I'm pretty sure he will, but whenever he actually appears in the story again and whenever he has an interaction with Naruto for that matter, he is definitely going to get a boost in the character popularity listings because he's obviously associated with Jiraiya for that matter. At position number 10, now here we are in the top 10 list. So position number 10 we have Sumire. the quote-unquote love interest of Boruto currently in the manga, so it's fine by me. Her positioning here is definitely much better than the one which we saw in the prior one, but then again it's kind of understandable because that was a human error. Now at number 9 we have Himawari. Now this is kind of an iffy situation for me. I know that everyone literally loves her, I also love her as a character, but she has literally done nothing in the manga so far. And especially her character design looks so ugly in the manga. It's really annoying, and the same is the case for Hinata as well. But again, she's a very beloved character for the entire series of Naruto, so it's kind of understandable to see some of the older generation cast so high on the list. But at number 8 we have Mitsuki. Honestly, a little low for the main trio of the series, but then again in the manga he has not really been that relevant so far, and I'm still hoping for him to get that Sage Mode power up very soon, so fingers crossed for that. Now at number 7, still quite confusing and quite surprising for me, is none other than Kawaki. Kawaki at number 7, I was really not expecting to see that. But anyway, at number 6, now here is the top tier category of course. It's Sakura, again an older generation character, so it's understandable. At number 5 we have Sasuke, probably one of the most important characters of the series so far. It's kind of weird to see him below Hinata for that matter, but then again Hinata is, the most beloved waifu of the series, so it's fine. Hinata at number 4, Sada at number 3, understandable once again. One of the most interesting and one of the, if not the best, newer generation characters for me is undoubtedly Sada, so to see her at position number 3, it's absolutely correct in my opinion. And at number 2 we have Naruto, the namesake of the series, and at number 1 we have Boruto. Now I know that some people might be agitated to see Naruto below Boruto, but it's absolutely understandable in my opinion because Boruto is the protagonist of the story. This is not the story of Naruto anymore. He is an important character for sure, but this is the story of Boruto, so it's understandable to see him at number 1 and Naruto at number 2. So overall this is a very good list in my opinion, barring a couple of things here and there, especially in relation to characters like Ishiki Otsutsuki, Momoshiki Otsutsuki, mostly the villains for that matter. But then again this is kind of justifying the notion that the villains in Boruto are not really that developed for that matter. We have not really got that solid sense of a villain from anyone for that matter. So yeah, it's kind of concerning, but it's fine, it's not really that big of an issue in my humble opinion. So what do you guys think about all of these things? Please do let me know in the comment section below, and just for fun's sake I'm going to leave you all the older list as well. You can see it here, so please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear your opinion as well. So that's it for today guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more. Also, please do join the channel membership for some very cool perks and features. And finally, please do join our Discord server as well. We have a lot of discussions in relation to anime, manga and more. With that being said guys, this is WonderboyZ and I'll see you soon on the next one.